Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the new SBC Rafael Leao card to review. This is going to probably be a card that I'm going to try to get on my RTG account if I actually play on it, because with a card like this, he does have two different position changes. He has the left wing position change as well as a left mid position change. So definitely very helpful for me to be able to remove Phil Foden from the team to have more Portuguese players in it, right? With Leao, guys, in game, we're taking a look at a card who is 6'2", medium low work rates, right-footed, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. I know that by default, people are going to want to use this card on the Architect chemistry style. People have been talking about the agility and strength difference. Apparently, it is a 14 now. You can actually see it in the in-game stuff. I'm going to be honest with you guys, though. From the card before, I personally liked using him on a finisher. I think the reason for this is because of a playstyle thing, right? Because I feel like improving his shooting capabilities is super ideal, because 84, it's not necessarily the greatest, right? I feel like people really like the lengthy on him because they're able to utilize the counterattacks more, right? Those through balls, those lob passes and stuff. We are going to give him the Architect to kind of try out that playstyle to see what he's like, but I think for me personally, I don't mind using him on controlled on a finisher. But we'll see, right? We'll see with the Player of the Month version of the card in game. Player traits, I'm aware that he has both of the meta shooting traits with the finesse shot trait and the outside foot shot trait. So obviously a dub there. In-game attributes, the card is really well formatted except for the long shot area. I don't really care too much that he doesn't have the long shots. You could technically improve it if you really want to. So let's say, for instance, you were to give him like a Hawk chemistry style, you would give him extra pace, really good shooting, and extra physical capabilities. You would just work with the dribbling as it is with the way the rest of the card is. Now, for me personally, even though he's a taller player, I still feel like improving the dribbling, right? The agility and balance of cards in general is always very nice to improve. So, you know, it's something to look into for sure. But Architect will be improving his passing capabilities as well as his physical capabilities with the shooting and dribbling the way that it is, right? So he is a player who is high in average while being 6'2", which I do feel like can be noticeable in game, right? This is from the Inform card that we tried out. But if you work around it, it might not necessarily be as bad, because let's say, for instance, I were to use this card in the right-sided positions, you know, right attacking mid, right mid, that kind of area. It wouldn't be horrible to work with. Even like a 4-3-2-1, 4-3-3, like there's so many different ways that you can use this card in game, right? So a lot of very interesting things, you know, physical capabilities, he has a little bit of it as well. So yeah, a couple of interesting variables. But what we'll do right now is we'll give him the Architect chemistry style, which is this one right here, just to change him into a lengthy player. And we will be trying him out as so. So let's do 4-1-2-1-2. Play him in the right striker position. This team is actually really well formatted for this, and he'll only be on stay central, getting behind. So yeah, we'll play with him like that. Let's see how he plays. Hopefully he is a beast. For this formation, we do have the strikers on stay central, getting behind. If you guys haven't watched the 4-1-2-1-2 video, be sure to do so. But it could work out with the lengthy for those types of instructions on him. Hmm. 45-degree angle. I should have done the heel to heel against that. There we go. Well done, Leao. Stays well in position to score that opportunity. Nice finesse. High percentage, so that finesse should work, right? Oh, he's offside. Unlucky. Unlucky. Would have been nice if he stayed onside there, actually, for the first time pass. Oh, too close. Had to do a couple of dribbles there. Nice. So that's where lengthy is effective, right? So it depends on the tactic that you're using, right? The types of play style that you're going for, because obviously having that type of run in that situation kind of allows you to score that opportunity. See, so that's where it becomes very helpful, right? Oh, there we go. Pass it off. That was super lucky. I don't even know what happened there. I had to catch it on the volley. I had to catch it on the volley. Nice goal. Was a little bit awkward, but we made it work. Nicely done. Yeah, just slightly offside. He had that run going for him, though. I had to just do it earlier there. No! That would have been a sick goal. Come on. Nice. Super lucky, but we move. So I just wanted to attack just normally there, just to show you an example of why I personally prefer like the high highs. They move different in those types of positions. So for him, it's like you're mostly going to try to utilize that lengthy on him like that, right? Where he makes that run in behind, where you can try to score those opportunities. A different play style, right? It's always like a play style thing. Like for me, controlled players, explosive players, they feel good in those types of spots, right? That's the one I need. Should be able to score. Doesn't have the finishing capabilities. With his body type kind of acting a certain way, not going to be like a crazy venomous strike there. Nice. Good finish, good finish. Yeah, a little bit too far there. Really? Too close. Once you see the goalie pushing, guys, I'm telling you, you want to do this skill move. I'm going to show you guys, okay? I'm going to call Bernardo Silva close. You want to do this skill move and get past the goalie like that and just keep it controlled the whole time. I'm telling you, it's really effective. Touch. Oh, you had to drag it, my boy. You had to drag it there. It was too sharp on the ball. But I get a 45-degree heel to heel against him. Oh, and I had him there too. The defender just, boom, puts his foot in. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Rafael Leao card. So, guys, this is going to be really personal preference based in regards to what your playstyle is. Because let me tell you something, right? So with a card like this, if I were to mainly use him in the side positions and I'm actually telling him to get in behind and stuff, right? That's where a lengthy would be helpful, right? Because of that play style of running in behind, using his body type. You could see that there was a lot of instances where he would, he would literally get jam with the ball because of the fact that he was a lengthy player, right? Now, I do have to mention this because this is very important to mention. So, you know, when you give him the architect and he has the passing and the physicality, a lengthy is better on certain cards when they're formatted a certain way, right? So when you take a look at Erling Haaland, I've already made this type of video, right? But if you take a look at Erling Haaland, this card on a hunter chemistry style is going to have good pace, good shooting, but you're giving him a hunter on top of the lengthy. So he's going to have 90 acceleration, 99 sprint speed. He has that unique body animation when it comes to his runs, which is what makes Haaland very good on that lengthy, right? With a card like Ronaldo, right? This card right here, he's a card that, for me, I use him personally on a controlled because I don't mind him uncontrolled, right? But there's people that, you know, depending on the playstyle and the way that they're going to utilize the card, they would give him an architect so that they can make him a lengthy player. Because in Ronaldo's case, it's not as bad because he obviously already has very good shooting stats. But it's those long distance runs that people are going to want to cover when using him. For me, you guys know my buildup is like short passes, quick little dribbles in certain areas. So controlled and explosive players make more sense for me. So in regards to that, it's going to be completely playstyle based because let's say, for instance, if I were to use him on my team, a finisher would not be a horrible choice. Keeping him as a controlled player, improving his dribbling capabilities while improving his shooting to be as good as possible, right? It's just going to depend on the person because, like I said, people think that everybody needs to be lengthy. Everyone's going to be overpowered on lengthy. It doesn't work that way. It's all completely based off of playstyle and the way that the card itself is formatted, right? So you would not be wrong to make him a controlled player or a lengthy player. There's no, I'm not going to say, I was about to say there's no difference. There is a difference, but just completely down to playstyle. For my playstyle, again, the controlled explosive players make more sense unless, right? Unless, you know, similar situation to the Haaland card. If you're playing in the striker position with fantastic attacking AI like his, like, listen, this card's medium low is not the same as Rafael Leao's medium low. I'll tell you right now, okay? This card's medium low, you can give him a hunter to give him more pace and to boost his shooting to be perfect. You don't have perfect shooting on someone like Rafael Leao. You have 84, so you have to work with that a little bit. So there's a lot of variables to consider when you have to take into consideration whether you want to give him the lengthy or whether you want to give him the controlled, right? It's just food for thought. Generally speaking, the SBC price is not bad, 187k. To be fair, the inform was at some point before, he was at like 110, 120. He's obviously gone down because of the fact that the Player of the Month card exists, right? So for people that want to make some sort of Portuguese team or they want to make some sort of Serie A team, it's a pretty cool card to get in the meta of this gameplay, especially if you are going to use him in those side areas for certain formations, right? So if it's like a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-2-1, you know, that type of stuff, and he's playing those side positions and you kind of force that getting behind out of him, you're going to be able to utilize that lengthy more. But if your play style is like myself, where it's like more close control, passing, building up the space in that one area, then you're going to make them controlled, right? So it just really depends on the person. Like I said, I don't mind the price of the SBC, especially for a card that is out for the entire month. And with all the fodder that EA are going to be dropping, it's not a terrible value SBC for what he offers in game. It's definitely a card you can definitely work with in the meta of this game because of the new Accelerate feature. But if you are on the old gen version of the game, honestly, I would say that the main thing you should probably give him is maybe an engine, and then you would just work with the shooting stats as it is, but you would boost the pace, you'd boost the dribbling, and then the passing as well, right? An engine would not be a horrible choice. You can see that people really hype up the architect, right? A Deadeye also would not be a horrible choice either because of the massive shooting increase you give the card to kind of utilize those shooting traits too. So that's if you don't mind working with the dribbling as it is, which, to be fair, is physical oriented because of the 6'2" height, high and average body type. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.